helped you, but you know, I've done my best. All right. So this is actually fitting because here's one of the most powerful negotiation things you could ever say. It's very fucking simple. Everything I'll teach you today is simple. Simple. Here are very, very, very powerful words. Help me out here. Help me out here. It's like one of the most magical. You know what's funny? We had one of my friends, European founder from Switzerland originally, sold his company for millions. He's living in the US now, very good friends. And for a few months he didn't have what to do next, and he convinced himself to do a hustle internship with our company. So he was a junior salesperson, he's an engineer and a marketing guy. It's like kind of a growth hacker. But he was doing a hustling internship with us, doing junior sales work, right? And here we have this like guy that sold his company for millions, calling young founders to convince them of like qualifying them for our service. The coolest thing is that I taught him this line, and here's the simple magic of it. Whenever you struggle in an interaction with somebody, just ask people for help. I'll give you an example. So you're talking to a prospect and you're trying to qualify them, right? You try qualify meanings, learn more about them to be able to understand if you can help them or not. And they're not as big of an asshole as the one example that I gave you where the guy says, no, you don't have anything to say or questions to ask. What they do instead is they just give you very bad answers. So he'll ask, well, tell me more about your team. Yeah, we're a startup. Okay, how many people are you guys? A few. All right, what kind of sales do you do? Inbound, outbound? Tell me more about your sales. A bit of both, and we're thinking about other things. Right. Oh, have you ever been in a conversation like that where you're like pulling teeth? It's like they give you very little answers, and those answers are very unuseful, and it's just hard, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is like we're not getting anywhere here, right? Have you ever had a relationship like that or a conversation like that? Here's what you do: you ask them for help. Because the problem is not that you're asking the wrong questions. The problem is that the relationship is more likely than not at a bad place where either they don't trust you, they don't like you, or for some reason they don't want to give you information, right? So it all boils down to trust. They don't trust that you're going to do good things with that information. They don't want to give you any information, right? Now, most people, there's two reactions for most people in those situations. Some people just keep asking questions. Just keep going through this painful exercise, hour-long, useless shit. And then the others just give in and go, okay, well, you have all the information, I'll send you an email, and then if you need anything, just let me know, all right, have a great day, bye. It's just like, let's get the fuck out of this call, right? So here's what I want you to do instead. I want you to help them, ask them for help. Here's the line, so they go, a few, and you're like, what kind of sales do you do? A bit of everything. And you go, help me out here. I have the feeling that you guys like certain parts about what we do, but maybe there's not enough trust. Maybe, you don't think I can help you. This conversation is not really going anywhere. Am I crazy? Or do you feel the same way? What's the problem here? Help me out here. What's the problem? It's magic. This shit is like magic sauce. You put that on everything and it tastes great. Like you say that, magic happens. You know what happens? If you're what I call addressing the elephant in the room, when there's a problem between me and you, an emotional problem, a trust problem, and I don't just tiptoe around it, but I address it in a nice way. I go, you know what? I think there's a problem between the two of us. I think you think I'm an asshole. Am I crazy? If you say that, you know how disarming it is? What happens immediately is the person puts down their guard and they go, no, it's not you. So it's really, my childhood, my grandma was really, and I had a horrible day at work today. They'll feel so bad about you saying, yeah, I feel really shitty, help me out here. Like I'm struggling, this conversation's not going really well. What am I doing wrong? What could I do better? No, it's not you. And they'll tell you what the fuck is going on. The problem really is we don't have the budget, or I'm thinking of leaving this company, like whatever it is. People are gonna tell you crazy shit. They're gonna open up immediately. Because it usually doesn't happen. People don't usually speak about the elephant in the room. They're not honest. They don't say, this is kind of a shitty conversation. Like, do you feel the same way? I feel like I'm totally failing here. I'm feeling like I'm doing a horrible job on this call. Am I crazy? No, you're amazing. It's just, and they'll tell you what the problem is. It's just, I don't like this and this and this about what you guys do. Now we can have a real conversation. That's the beauty. I hate conversations where you don't address the elephant in the room because it's a waste of human potential and time. Nothing will ever happen unless trust is established. So if you don't trust me, don't want to talk to me, why are we talking for an hour? Like, let's just get that out of the way. If we can't get to that relationship, you go and find somebody you can, and I do the same, right? So I'll just address it. The beautiful thing is most people don't. And why? Because we're not all super in tune with our emotions, probably men more so than women. We're all a little like insecure about it. We all try to hide. We all try to pretend this is a professional call, everything's going well. And although it's not, we just, instead of just being real and honest and going, this is a shitty call, dude, oh my God, I've never been so horrible. Like, what's wrong with me? Why? Can you help me out here? What am I doing wrong? This is not really helpful. It doesn't seem like I'm helping you. Nobody does that. So when you do it, people will open up, appreciate it, and they will tell you what the problem is. That guy, the hustle intern, most overqualified junior salesperson ever, that guy used that, once I told him that, and he used it once and it worked, he was like, he's singing the gospel of help me out. Like, he can't even stop it. He's on the phone all day long. Help me out here. It's like at the hello. Hey, my name is Flavio. Help me out here. Before we waste any time, like, just help me out all the time. He went out, he's single, he goes out and he calls me at 2 a.m. He's like, dude, this shit works with dating as well. It's amazing. I saw this woman I was attracted to, and I just walked over there and was like, help me out here. If I wanted to get to know you a little bit better, what would I have to do? And she went like, I don't know, but that's an interesting question. It's like, all right, so help me out. What kind of, and that's it. She's like, you can't have him stop saying help me out now. This is like 100 times a day. It's like, life is so easy. If you ask for help, everybody's helpful. I'm like, exactly. So this shit isn't rocket science. You just need to address the elephant, be honest, know what your price is, and ask for help once in a while. Or sometimes when the negotiation is really hard and you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, eventually you can just ask them, go, hey, help me out here. What is it going to take to make this happen? This has been going on for too long. I feel like I'm failing at this. I feel like I'm not serving you. It's not really at a healthy point. Help me out here. What do we need to do? Like, I don't feel great about this so far. You say, when you open up about how you feel, magic. Magic. People go, oh, no, I didn't want you to feel this way. And then they'll tell you what's really going on.